Hi, my name is Miles Hewitt, and this is the rebuttal for the Bitcoin Pro Group, Team 3. Bitcoin has a value just like any other money. The concept is the same in that we assign a value to these currencies. Now, this value does not solely depend on the classical idea surrounding supply and demand. Mining is a process by which more Bitcoins are brought into circulation, but that number will become increasingly difficult to increase. While not physical tender like a banknote, Bitcoin can be stored in hard drives and in cold storage. If it's in cold storage, like a Ledger Nano S is an example of a so-called hardware wallet, these are now offline and not on exchanges where they can be hacked. That's the advantage of having your currency in something like that. Now, its value, although it can be volatile, is based on market sentiment speculation. The likelihood of one Bitcoin dropping to near zero or losing almost all of its value is extremely unlikely. It's not backed by gold or any other physical asset, but the same can be said for the US dollar and other fiat currencies. Now, that also applies to the stock market. Our stock market can be highly volatile. Values are really based just on past, present, and predicted future performances. And there's also a lot of FUD and FOMO. FUD being fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FOMO being the fear of missing out. That is the fear of missing out on something that has the potential to be successful. The fear of missing out on profit. Bitcoin also has use cases for businesses. The world as a whole is moving towards a cashless society, and Bitcoin is going to be one of the future means of exchange. In places like Sweden, less than 20% of transactions are made with cash. There's a similar trend in China with people using something called WeChat for mobile payments. Mobile phones can be used to pay for nearly anything. Bitcoin is also widely available on exchanges, and it's going to be traded by major Wall Street firms, including Goldman Sachs. As recently as just a few days ago, Samsung announced it would be accepting some cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, as payment. Other companies, such as Overstock.com and Microsoft, are also getting in the cryptocurrency game. Bitcoin can be used to purchase physical products, or in the case of Microsoft, you can purchase games online, movies, and apps, both on the Windows platform and the Xbox platform.
Hello everyone, my name is Byron Landano, and here is a little bit of Bitcoin myth busting. Bitcoins are not widely accepted, they say, 9 years since their creation, and they're still in the gray area. Bitcoin can be widely accepted, and it is constantly growing. When online banking systems first started, financial institutions took steps to implement e-banking services in the mid-1990s, but many consumers were hesitant to conduct monetary transactions over the internet. It took widespread adoption of electronic commerce based on trailblazing companies such as America Online, Amazon.com, and eBay to make the idea of paying for items online widespread. With time, people can adopt Bitcoin as electronic commerce, and it will be widely accepted. Bitcoin is handled anonymously, a currency controlled by computers. I would say that this is an advantage of Bitcoin, since computers can't really use the internet to hide anywhere. Any transactions made with Bitcoin will be posted to a ledger that is viewable by anyone. So if any Bitcoins would go missing, you'd be able to figure out where they were, no problem. It doesn't take a physical form, and there is no valuation guarantee. Well, US dollars would be useless if you go to other countries to use them. Physical currency is only a concept. People can easily make a paper bill for Bitcoin. Physical form does not guarantee its value for all types of currencies. Gold would be useless in times of worldwide natural disasters. a continuation on Bitcoin myth busting. They say you cannot borrow Bitcoins, nobody will embrace a currency you cannot lend or borrow. That is not true. There are already companies that will lend and let people borrow Bitcoin or digital currencies. Also, people can use cosigned smart contract to borrow or lend money to each other as well. One of those companies is called Bitbond. It is actually a peer-to-peer lending website that allows users to lend and borrow Bitcoins. Um, Online transactions and exchanges will never be truly secure or insecure like a centralized bank is, i.e., hacking. Bitcoin uses cryptography to secure its integrity as a central bank does. However, centralizing power is the biggest threat for hacking and makes banks more vulnerable for hacking, since you only need to hack one person. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is decentralized and uses blockchain technology to prevent it, all making it impossible to change the integrity of Bitcoin. They say it's extremely expensive to buy Bitcoins and uses so much energy to mine. You can actually buy small portions of Bitcoins for an inexpensive price, since you can buy like a 0.0000006 sixth of a Bitcoin. So there's that. Mining is creating demand for renewable energy. It is actually expected to double Iceland's energy consumption. And there is a revolution going on in Iceland since it has become a Bitcoin miner's paradise to find more ways to have renewable energy. So in conclusion, Bitcoin and many other digital assets are here to stay. Bitcoin is more secure than centralized banking system is. Bitcoin can be used as an alternative to national currency as it meets all of modern requirements. The demand and use are not high because it's a newly introduced currency to the society. That is all, folks. Thank you for listening.